Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our next story here, we do want to warn you that it is sensitive in nature and viewer discretion is advised. Our 11 Investigates team told you last week about a former employee's dog abuse allegations at Lucas County Canine Care and Control.
Our team has now learned of more allegations reported to county commissioners 7 months ago. Melissa Andrews has been on top of the story and joins us with an update. Mel, lots to tell us tonight.
So much. We've been investigating LC4 for months, but it was just yesterday when we learned of these February investigations as we were preparing an update to Haley Blackford's story we first told you about last week. The former LC4 employee posted dozens of pages of allegations on her Facebook page several days ago. Her most troubling charge was that an employee who decapitated dogs for rabies checks would pose for pictures with their heads. Her accusations are very similar to the complaints 11 Investigates just discovered. The county says Blackford's complaints could not be substantiated, but she sat down with me and told me that all of those allegations are true. The Facebook post Haley Blackford spent months writing went viral last week, being shared more than 800 times. In her post, Blackford criticized LC4 leadership and some employees.
The negative comments, they don't really bother me too much because, I know my story, I know my truth, and that's kind of what matters to me.
11 Investigates confirmed via county records that Blackford worked at LC4 this year as a canine care technician.
All day, you're cleaning kennels. That's the job, you're cleaning kennels. I guess they didn't really shed more light on how mentally straining it is to see what you have to see on a daily basis.
Blackford says what she saw keeps her up at night.
You see a lot of death. There's a lot of death. I wasn't prepared for any of that.
But it's the details surrounding the euthanization of dogs, Blackford says, shocked her and took a toll on her mental health, eventually causing her to miss weeks of work at a time.
I woke up every day with a heavy heart and I was like, I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to deal with the hostility.
In her post, Blackford detailed that hostility with an employee she called Cruella, a veterinary technician who she said got satisfaction out of euthanizing and decapitating dogs, especially pit bulls, even bullying Blackford for not wanting to watch.
As she was euthanizing the dog, that's when she kind of started with her negative comments.
Per Ohio law, dogs that have bitten and are euthanized before a 10-day quarantine period have to be decapitated and the heads sent to the health department for rabies testing. Blackford held dogs while they were euthanized, but did not want to see their heads removed. She says Cruella insisted.
And she's like, I think you should watch one. And I was like, I really don't want to. I don't want to do that to myself. And she was like, yeah, because you're weak. I feel like I'm being harassed right now. And I went to leave and she's like, oh yeah, I knew you were gonna leave because you're weak. And then I turned around and I was like, you know what, I'll watch it. If that's, I'm not gonna sit there and be bullied. And she did like a twist on the neck and it popped off. And that was the most satisfying part to her. That's why she didn't use the surgical saw.
A public records request by 11 Investigates revealed similar complaints. One on February 7th said Cruella enjoyed decapitations and gloated that she did 10 in 1 week. On February 10th, an employee said Cruella asked them to hold a head so she could take a picture. Blackford says Cruella also pressured her to look at photos of Cruella holding the heads of dogs.
It's almost like a bragging, like, oh, you want to see this dog that I cut its head up?
The February investigation found no wrongdoing. A statement to us from the county said HR did not receive the names of witnesses or any other information regarding the complaint. But the complaints we reviewed named 4 witnesses. In addition, Blackford told 11 Investigates that she reached out to Commissioner Pete Gherkin's office nearly a week before she made her Facebook post. She says her intent was to tell him about the vet tech's behavior and other concerns.
Her call was not returned, so she made the post. We confirmed in her call log that the call was made on August 27th to Gherkin's office. Blackford now works at a veterinary clinic and assists with euthanizations as part of her job.
I think respecting an animal when they're going to be euthanized is, taking the time to sit with them and hold them, not getting excited to euthanize a dog, not getting excited to cut its head off.
As for her hopes for the dogs still in cages at LC4, she said the humans need to get it together.
We're all different people. We have different opinions. Nobody is going to have the same opinion, but what matters is that every single one of us has one end goal, and it's to make a difference for the dogs. It's never going to change unless they really, really, really investigate.
So that now makes 3 complaints. The commissioner's office told us there is not enough specific information to launch another investigation. 11 Investigates has also learned Commissioner Gherkin will be meeting with Blackford tomorrow to discuss her concerns. You can find the commissioner's full statement on WTOL.com. For 11 Investigates, I'm Melissa Andrews.